good old boy and he's got a story to tell. Tavin will mow your grass and make it look so well. Now Tavin goes donut goals when in town he comes, getting strength for his haunches to cannonball for fun.
Welcome to the Tavin Dillard Podcast, y'all guys. My name is Tavin Dillard. I got Tavin's Lawn Care Services. I'm a mowing, edging, grass cutting legend, and buddy, I am getting it done these days. Boy, the sun is out, and the grass is growing, and the lawns is getting taken care of. Thanks to yours truly. You welcome. And this is season 14 of my podcast, episode 1. Very first episode of the new season. The seasons for the podcast is brand new. The softball season is not. And I got an update on Team Burger Shed here in a little bit. Did a big old giveaway last week. So I've been going live more this year, like on TikToks and Facebooks mostly. I think I did Instagrams here recently too. But anyhow, I go live on there, and I did a big old giveaway last week. In fact, if you was on that, you probably got some mail from me already. But here, that's not what I'm talking about yet. I'll talk about the giveaway in just a second. But what I want to tell you about is 3 of the questions when folks see me, and a lot of folks on TikTok, when they jump on a live, some of them are quoting something from a video I shot in 2007. So we talking like a 17-year ago question or 18-year ago question, or, comment they making on something I said way back then. And of course, there's things I repeat over the years. There's folks I talk about, you know the same folks I do, and you got some stories are the same, some stories is different because you tell something, oh yeah, they still did that thing that one time, but then they doing new stuff too. Don't matter no how. All I'm saying right now is that when I get on a live, there's a lot of times folks ain't seen me in a while. Where you been? I ain't seen your videos. Well, you probably know this if you listen to my podcast. I'm still here. I never stopped uploading videos. I started in 2006, and next month, really, at the end of this week, it turns August. August of 2006 is when I started, and that's going to be 19 years. So I ain't stopped consistently uploading videos for 19 years. Now, I didn't get on the TikToks till 2020, and when I'm on TikTok Live, like I'm about to tell you about, folks say, I ain't seen you in forever. Well, forever is, that's a strong word because I've been here only on TikTok 5 years, and I'm still here all the time. But you know how the algorithm goes, or like the For You's page, or like, you like to think, anybody would like to think, oh, people want to see my videos so bad, you or your Aunt Belinda or anybody that posts a video on social media, like, hey, my followers that follow me, no matter who you are, they care about what I'm doing in my life so much, they're going to seek out my page and watch my videos. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's not how it works. Whatever you get fed on that little scroll you doing, you scroll into the next one. And you ain't thinking about Tavin Dillard or Aunt Belinda or nobody. You're thinking about, well, oh, it's a cat on a trampoline. I guess that's what I like these days. So anyhow, folks don't see my videos, and if they don't go out and seek me out, which, that's just not common, like I'm telling you, then they ain't gonna see my videos. So there's 3 things, if I was gonna break it down into 3 things, what people ask me, when they ain't see me, they're like, you still playing softball? How's softball doing? And I tell them, hey, every week I got an update right now on my podcast, about Team Burger Shed, the team I'm on, the softball team I'm on, Burger Shed, Bud, he owned the Burger Shed, and his wife's Nita, and you don't need me to tell you that. But anyhow, and then they say, oh, you got a podcast? I didn't know you had a podcast. That's a different story, right? But then another question they ask is, how's Meemaw's baby dolls? Like, them's probably the top 2. How's Meemaw's baby dolls, or how's Rachel Christine? And then they ask about, softball. And then the thirdly question is probably the most popular, is like, what donut did you eat today? Or what donut's good for dandruff? Or, they ask me for donut advice, which I understand. I'm living in this world and doing some trial and error, been testing out donuts for many years, figuring out their benefits and all that. And so that's the questions I got. Now, I did a giveaway. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Now, I have baseball cards. I play softball, but it's basically, it looks like a baseball card, so I just call it a baseball card. About baseball cards, you got your statistics on the back and that kind of thing. Well, here I am trying to share some love with my friends and fans on TikTok Live last week, and all I said was, hey, here's my number, and y'all guys know it because you listen to my podcast, 501-322-6249, and I told folks that if they texted me and where to send the baseball card, I'll send them an autographed baseball card. I gave them away, y'all guys, last week. I ain't giving them away now. That's over. But I may do it again. I don't know. But I gave some away. I think I had 112 folks on that live. And you know how it is statistically. Like if you got 100-something people, percentage of them is going to make the effort. And this is something free. It wasn't even anything I'm asking somebody to buy or nothing. I just wanted to share with my friends because, truth be told, I don't need a stack of my own baseball cards in my trailer. So why not make somebody's day if they think that's going to make their day? And you know how much real mail do you get? People do the text messaging anymore and emails. That's electronic mails. You send it through like a conduit, like on a repeater, like a desktop or a laptop. I don't have to explain it. I don't know what make an email go. So if you think I'm gonna get into science of that, buddy, you sorely mistaken. I don't know about that. But all I'm saying is, not every day you go to your mailbox and there's a handwritten letter or envelope addressed to you, and inside you got a little autographed baseball card from your pal Tab and Dillard. Well, so I sent them out last week. So I did that on the live because I've been trying to just see folks because, like I said, folks ain't seeing my video. So I'm like, well, maybe I'll find some on live, and lo and behold, I did. And so I may try to do more of that even this week, of getting live on Facebooks and TikTok. I only did TikTok last week with the that giveaway and mailed out quite a few autographed cards that way. So I may do another one soon. The giveaways are kindly fun, and folks seem to like them. And that's all I need to know. I need you to know about it. That's all I'm telling you right now. Now, I will say, if you want to check the show notes today, there's 2 ways to get in touch with me. tabanddillard@gmail.com. That's the electronic mail, email they call it. And then 501-322-6249. You can text me on that one. So that's kind of it. You got the text message and email, and then you can also just check the show notes. I just put the link to my merchandise. And I'm running that summer sale right now. Code Possum. Got the new lawn care hat. It's just a little different model. It's got the rope in the front. And then I got, Possum Keith, Crow Funyun, Rachel Christine shirt, Early Bird Gets the Perm, Bank, Pickle Boone, all them shirts, Peg Leg Possum, all them, Pickle Boone hat. You can peruse it, as they say. But if you add code Possum at checkout, 20% off. So deals are coming your way. Check the show notes for that today. And thank you all for sending the questions last week's Q&A episode. I think it went pretty well. There might have been some audio difficulties. I heard my microphone was going in and out a little bit, so sorry about that, y'all guys. But softball season is rolling on, and the deeper we get into the season, the more serious the games become. You know about that? We were 7-3 going into this week's game. 7 wins to 3 losses. And we getting serious about it. You run a full-time job and you an adult and you got big-time responsibilities. It's just fun on Thursday nights at the softball fields. But sometimes, you get locked in and you can start seeing a little more glory at the end of the softball tunnel if you keep winning. You're thinking, hey, we're winning quite a bit more than we losing, and playoffs is coming up. And, hey, there's a chance we could try to barrel through these playoffs and win a championship. So, all of a sudden, it's not just Thursday night, hey, how y'all doing? We don't care. Just roll out of bed. Don't stretch out and see what happens. We kindly thinking, hey, something's going on here. We clicking, and we need to do something about it. So, we played Brunwell Tires. Lonnie Brunwell's daddy. He owns that shop. But Lonnie helps run that shop. And they typically... If you have listened to my podcast for any amount of time, you know that Brunwell Tires will put together pretty good softball teams. You can't sleep on them. And you can never, this is true in any sport, you just can never mail it in. You got to really stay focused and locked in and really the fundamentals. You know, they say you just got to keep the fundamentals in there. You got to be just doing it the right way. We played the game the right way. You know, after game interview, you know, you got to know what to say, and you got to tell them, hey, I played the game the right way. We left everything on the field. We did all we could out there tonight, and we ended up coming out on top because we played better than them. That's like an after-game interview. Now, I ain't telling you we came out on top against Brunwell's Tires yet because I ain't told you about the game yet, but I'm about to tell you about the game. But firstly, I wanted you to know who we played. I'm telling you right now, it's Brunwell's Tires. Lonnie Brunwell is on that team. He got a big old truck. He got a big old truck, and he can be a loud feller. He got like a CB, but it's hooked up to a speaker on top of the truck, so he can talk through that and be like, hey, everybody, I'm at the game now. Like, you know, just basically drawing a lot of attention to himself. But before that, let me see if I had anything from. I'm trying to think if there's any email. I know I did the Q&A last week, but sometimes people send me emails, and I thought I had one. Let's see. Let me look in here. Sorry, guys. I'm looking at my text messages. Mostly, text people about that I got their request for that baseball card. Yeah, I think that's it this week. I mean, I got through all the main questions last week. I know I missed a couple that came in late, and they're just going to be for next Q&A. But if you got a question this week, text me or send it in. Oh, here we go. I knew there was one on here. John LeBou. He said, hey, are you no longer taking Patreon? And I don't know if y'all know about Patreon. I guess the simplest way to put that website is like a virtual tip jar. And you get patrons, and they pay you $1 a month, $5 a month, $20 a month, whatever it is. And then they get access to, you know, like exclusive footage or, you know, little prizes or I don't know, them kind of things. Well, years ago I had a Patreon. I just thought I don't know that they're going to get anything extra from me here on Patreons that they can't get on YouTubes or Instagrams or Facebooks or TikToks. You know, it's like extra. You know, you got to be producing like more content, and I didn't know what else extra to produce. It didn't make sense. I had about, I don't know, 19 or 20 folks on there, but John's like, hey, you still doing that? And I said, no, I paused it a while ago. And he said, I noticed that's how I supported your show. I'll have to go buy something. I do greatly enjoy your show. And then he said, hey, that could be a Q&A question for you. Well, John, I didn't catch it for the Q&A, but I caught it for season 14, episode 1. So, yeah, I appreciate you, John, wanting to support what I'm doing. And I'm not great at asking for support. So appreciate folks like you that are like, hey, how can I help you out? I guess the biggest way now, because I don't have a Patreon that's active, it's what they do is they have you pause it. They call it, because if you delete it, you know, it's just easier to unpause it if you change your mind and like build a new page or whatever. But it's been like a year or two since I've done that. So the best way to support me is, you know, the merch. I got that link in the show notes today. I gave you that coupon code, or them personal video greetings. Been doing them too for folks. Them's the biggest ways. You know, I don't get money, you know, really from the platforms like TikTok changed. I think I did make $2.34 on a live not too long ago. I think I made 99 cents on a live. You know, it's like a little bit here and there. But if you're thinking, oh, you probably going to have to retire from mowing lawns because you're making so much from TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagrams. Nope. I am not. If I make money, it's from the old merchandise sales, show like performance fees, and personal video greetings, that kind of thing. Stickers, you know, it's stuff I sell on my website. So, good question, John. Thanks. I hope that helps you out. Trying to, you know, a little bit behind peekaboo behind the curtain of the interweb stuff I do. I mean, I ain't giving lawn care tips today, so it's not the full curtain of everything I do, but that's how that's going. That's why I ain't doing Patreon, and appreciate you asking how to support. That was kind of you to care about that. So let me tell you what happened this week. I told you we had a game, Team Burger Shed, but that ain't the big thing. The big thing is, well, I mean, it's all big. The game, you're going to want to hear them highlights, 100%. You know, we ain't doubting that. But me and JT Whitlow, I told you we all kind of getting excited about the season now that we winning, and it's getting close to, we all over halfway through it. So we might have a shot here, basically. Well, me and JT Whitlow, we went to the batting cages. You know about them? If you don't know about a batting cage, basically you can go practice hitting a baseball or a softball, but you ain't gotta have anybody throw the ball at you, because they got these machines that shoot them out at you, and then you just time it up and you take swings, and then once you swing, you reset and you get ready to go, because they about to pitch you another one. That's what you paid for. So anyways, we're going there. I got pretty sore. Truth be told, I got pretty sore at the old batting cages. And the thing is, so I'm a lefty, so imagine, if you will, I swing. Now if you're left-handed, you stand in the left-hand part of the batter's box. Your left hand is on top of your right hand, and they just, you're basically doing like I used to pick you used to have to pick you and your friends are about to do hide and seek or whatever. You're gonna have to pick who's it, and it's like, is either 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4, like that, and you're like smashing on top of their fist, and you're trying to pick. Everybody's got their fists out. I don't know if y'all did it that way, but anyhow, that's how we did it here, in old Chancellor Park. Well, all I'm saying is, that's how you doing your fist. Is that you got your left hand on top of your right hand, and you gripping that bat, and you stand in the batter box, and it pitch it to you, and all you got to do is get ready and swing, and then get that bat back on your shoulder, because the next pitch is coming pretty soon. You ain't got to wait like, in a park. Your buddy tosses it to you, you swing and you miss, it rolls around, and you got to run and catch it. Then you toss it back to your buddy, then you run and grab the bat, then you pick it back up, then you stand in the batter's box, and you're ready to hit again. All of a sudden, it takes 10 minutes to swing twice. Well, what happens is, at a batting cage, boy, it's steady coming. You paid for that. It's steady pitch after pitch after pitch, and you learning you getting good practice on your swings, how that work. So anyhow, so like I'm saying is, my left hand's on top. Well, I follow through on that swing. Something pulls in my triceps area. It's the back of your arm, and buddy kind of burned. I don't think I tore the muscle or nothing like that, but I felt it. I put it to you like that. I did feel it right away. JT, he got sore, but he didn't feel it right away. That's the next day. I don't know why he didn't get sore, but that's not what I need heading into a softball game, being sore and having a bad triceps muscle. But it's a big muscle, but anyhow, we getting ready for a big game too. And that's the thing. At 7 wins and 3 losses, and we in the home stretch, every game is a big game in the softball season. So here's our goals. Let me just put it to you. Here's our goals at this point in the softball season. A, make the playoffs. And 2, be hot heading into the playoffs. You know about that? Like you feeling good, like everybody's seeing the ball real good, you fielding together, you playing like a team. You just want to be hot. That means everything's clicking. You're a team that's hard to beat. Brody Childress wanted to join me and JT at the batting cages, but he got there too late. And that probably ain't a surprise to you, but I thought I'd tell you because it's the truth what happened. Now, Jerry Don and Sybil Farnhart, other thing going on in town this week is they's running a sale on baseball and softball equipment. I think they know their audience. They know their customers. They know that we in the thick of a season, and there's a lot of teams in town. And so all of a sudden, if you running a sale on baseball, softball equipment, I think you starting to move some stuff. That's the way that go. Myron Curtis, he bought headbands for the entire team. The entire team burger shed got headbands. They was red. Now you thinking, well, Tavin, don't you have a hat on? I do. Well, where'd you put your headband? I did not. I did not put the headband. I put it on the bench in the dugout. I just set it there. But Myron Curtis, he wore one because he bought them, and they was red. Some of them was faded, and a couple had the elastic. Like you got to have a real big noggin for that to stay tight on your noggin because it got stretched out pretty bad. We already got uniforms, you know that. Nobody's really asking for headbands, though. It was a nice thought. And Myron, but Myron did hear about it from the team. Like, why in the world? What are we, an exercise? Is it we about to do a jazzercise class? What are we, cheerleaders? Am I supposed to learn how to do a backflip? I mean, guys were really ribbing him, giving him a hard time for trying to mix, get us all in matching headbands like that away. So anyhow, they were also running a sale not just on softball and baseball equipment at the flea market, but also on flower pots. You know about the flower pots? G. Watkins bought a bunch of them up because Raymond, that's her husband, he keeps breaking hers with his remote control planes. Breaks the planes too, not just the flower pots. So she was up there, steady swooping up flower pots, and we were checking out the baseball, softball equipment, that kind of thing. And Cricket told Mary Beth Tucker, who runs the concession stand, she'd help her there this week because Cheryl Grubbs went to visit her mama, and she took the kids and that doggy jalapeno. Shane had to work. That's her husband. You know they own donut goes. Don't matter no how. There was no donut hoes at the fields this week because Cheryl was gone. And talk about a disappointment, buddy. Folks started looking forward to them. Well, what happened was, folks was looking forward to them. Folks was thinking, boy, I like them donut hoes I got down at the concession stand. Boy, that's another reason to go down there on Thursday night. I love watching softball, but what if I could have a bag of donut hoes too? Well, you can. But not this past week. Cricket's in the concession stand, Mary Beth Tucker in the concession stand, and there ain't no Cheryl Grubbs. She wasn't there to bring no donut hoes, and she took her family, her kiddos, and her dog jalapeno, to her folks' house. So I will say that the concession stand did sell out of Skittles. I mean, Cricket can really sell, y'all guys. She can move that stuff. So here's my problem. It ain't your problem, but we friends, so I'll tell you about it. I could barely swing a bat when the game started, thanks to them batting cages. I was so sore back there in my Triceratops tops, and I swung anyway, though. I mean, the show must go on, as they say in Spain. I don't know what they say in Spain. Actually, I hit better, though, in the game. I wasn't trying to go all out. Just nice and easy, and the ball went further than it usually does. How far, Tavin? How far in what it usually go? Well, I'll put it to you like this. I hit a triple. You know about triples? That's threes. First base, second base, third base. Stop. You done right there. You hit a triple. Slid in head first. Didn't need to, but I wanted to, so I did. JT brought me home with a sharp single from third base. And we piled it on early like a B.O. sandwich. Boy, you got to pile on more bacon on them bacon-only sandwiches. We was piling on more runs on a Team Burger Shed run sandwich, as they say. I mean, it's 11-3 by the third inning, y'all guys. Myron Curtis said it's because of our new headbands, but only Myron and Cody Mantell was wearing them. Cody's kind of growing his hair out right now, and really, he's the kind of fella you don't comment on his style. He ain't asking for advice or nothing like that. So whatever he wearing, however he looking, it's good on you, Cody. Good on you. Biggest thing is Russell's little boy Jesse got a harmonica. You know about them harmonicas? You can play them things, but you can also bug people that don't want to hear you play them things. And he's really playing that thing. And it's distracting, and I don't like distractions when I'm on the field and we getting excited about finishing the whole season strong, And all of a sudden, we got, Russell's little boy Jesse just tooting away on a harmonica, and it's a mess. JT Whitlow, though, he hammered a foul ball. He's trying to hit it and play. Okay, I believe that 100%. But he didn't hit it and play. He hit it foul. It's outside the lines. And it bounced, and it knocked the harmonica out of little Jesse Tucker's hand, and it lands on a melted snow cone and the top of a half-eaten burger bun that's a little bit wet. So that's where that went. That's where that softball went, that foul ball. Gross. And Jesse stopped playing that harmonica, though, went to wash it off in the park bathroom, and I don't know how much cleaner that really made it. I mean, that park bathroom, you don't want to touch much, you barely want to open your eyes, but you kind of got to see where you're going. And JT, here's the deal, though. He did foul that one pitch off, then he straightened out the next pitch with me and Rance on base for a 3-run dinger. That's after we'd already scored a bunch of runs. We scored a bunch more. We won. I'll put it to you like this. We won the game 16 runs to 5. We beat Brunwell's Tires. Sure enough did. Team Burger Shed, we now 8 wins to 3 losses. That's good, y'all guys. That's a good season. I'm not a mathologist. I didn't go to school to be the best in math, nothing like that. But I will say, we doing good. That's a lot of runs we scored, and that's a lot of wins we got on them things. So I'm feeling good. Haunches is stretched. Might do a little bit more cannonball. I did post a cannonball video this past week, and if you ain't seen me show up on your page lately either, you're gonna have to go to my page and look it up. But I did a cannonball, and then check them show notes, and all you're gonna see really today is the email and my phone number. You can text me and say hey, or if you got a question, I might answer it next week. You ain't got to wait till the next Q&A. And then, you know, my shirts are there. You know, all my shirts, and use that code Possum for 20% off. And then hats, tank tops, all of that. And I think that's all the housekeeping. Phone number is 501-322-6249, or you can email me, tavinDillard@gmail.com. And I may have some news soon. In fact, I do have news. Well, I'll just tell you, I got a show in Nashville, Tennessee, October 19th. So mark your calendars. We're looking for a sold-out show. That's what I want. I want a sold-out show. And I think that's 300 people we wanted to get there. So I hope you make that, make yourself one of them 300 that we wanted to show in Nashville, Tennessee, October 19th. I'll have more details soon, but I just wanted to tell you first. So now you know. Check them show notes. You need shirts, hats, tank tops, or whatever. You'll find that link there, and you can click it and use that code Possum, 20% off. And hey, if you ain't a flower pot on Imogene Watkins' front porch getting broke by Raymond's remote control plane, you having a pretty good week. Me, I'm Tavin Dillard. This is a Tavin Dillard podcast. Till next time, y'all guys. We'll see you later.